welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Food on Life and this is my 2024 planner setup. Please like and subscribe and we can bullet journal together. My first page is the 2024 cover page. I'm going for a light green and gold theme. So I've written 2024 in big bubble writing and a little quote, "It's showtime," in gold running writing. I'm manifesting that next year will be my best year because it will be your best year too. I outlined the bubble writing with a darker shade of green and then added little gold details into it for that extra pop. I then added all of these little squiggles in different shades of green and some gold star details. Next up in my bullet journal is my future log, and this is where I put all of the dates for birthdays, holidays, and any events that I'm going to for the year. I've used the same bubble writing font that I used earlier for the heading and the same shade of greens for the month headers. I didn't realize my shirt was also green when I was filming this. Can you tell what my favorite color is? I really like how I can use these pages just to get a glance of the important dates for the year, and that's so helpful when planning for any upcoming holidays and seeing when the next trip is. I cut this page on the top and bottom so you can flip through it and see the next few months, and that way you don't have to redo the title. I redrew log on the next page just so that it was easier to flip through and I wouldn't have the log words sticking up just because the pages are quite thick. So it was a bit hard to actually flip through the month bit because it was the same level as the log heading, if that makes sense. It took me a bit of time to write all of the days of the month in, so I did skip a lot of that out. But yeah, I'm just repeating everything that I did for the later half of the year on this side. And you can see that the log words do stick out just a little bit more because they are written on the page beforehand. If you're adding something like this in your bullet journal, I recommend watching something in the background because the numbers do take a bit of time. I added some washi tape to add in a bit of extra detail. So this one is gold to go with my bullet journal theme and green as well for the second half of the theme. This one is cute because it's got stars on it, which is also very fitting. I've linked all of the washi tapes that I've used down below. And that's it for my feature log. Next, I have the goals that I want to achieve for 2024 and a content planner page. And this is where I want to write any ideas that pop into my head, which I think would be a pretty cool bullet journal, monthly theme, or a cool video. I'm sticking to the same bubble writing fonts with the same 3 shades of green that I have and the little gold detailing. I do have 4 main goals that I personally want to achieve for this year, and that includes personal, career, food and life, and my health and fitness. But your goals can be very different, and that's okay. The next page is sort of a summary of the things that I've checked out for 2024, and that includes artists that I've seen, movies that I've watched, events that I've gone to, and restaurants that I've eaten at. On the next page, I have a package tracker, and this personally has been so helpful for me to track any online deliveries and just basically keep track of my spending throughout the year and see if I've shopped too much. I didn't realize I like to shop until I started tracking all of my online purchases, and I've realized I need to calm down. So this page for me is super helpful. I did 4 columns. The first one is the tracking number and the store I bought it from. Next is how much I purchased it for, and then what date and when did I receive it. Added in a pretty green washi tape just to tie the look together and colored in the headings with the same shades of green. Next, I have my yearly highlights, and with this, I like to just do a summary of the months. Next, I have my yearly highlights. With this, I like to summarize the events that happened during the months and a little quote that represented that month for me. And I started doing this because I tend to forget what and when good things happen. Time blurs, and I tend to focus on things that are going to happen in the future rather than my past achievements and all of the good times I had experienced before. So, this for me has personally been a really great way to recap and jog my memory and be like, oh, yeah, this happened 2 months ago, or oh, yeah, this happened in February. Next, I have the places I visited or will be visiting in 2024. I'm hoping to travel more this year, but we'll see. Instead of listing down all the places I visited, I thought it would be really cute to do it on little paper things like a frame and paper receipts. I don't know why I drew so many of the thingies because I have no flights booked at the moment, but hey, one can manifest. These are my last few pages of the yearly section of my 2024 bullet journal. I think Amanda Rachel started this, but I've seen a few bullet journalists do this as well, which is the My Year in Polaroids. I think this is a really great way to recap the year, and it does make use of my Polaroid camera, which I've had for ages and never really used until now. I painted the background in a light shade of green, but under this lighting, it kind of looks a bit yellow. I did leave the rectangles blank because I will be putting the Polaroid film over it, so I have one blank rectangle per month. You'll see in a bit that I also did rectangles with Q1 to Q4 in them, and this is because I did just have the extra space, and I'm pretty sure I'll have a meaningful event happen where I wish I had room to document in this section. So yeah, it gives me that extra bit of freedom, and if I don't have any, I'll just paint over it. And that's it for my 2024 yearly bullet journal setup. I'm pretty excited to use this year's bullet journal. Let me know if this has inspired you to bullet journal or if it's inspired some of your bullet journal pages. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.